Information fueled.
Opinion driven. This is Nashville's Morning News with Dan Mandis.
And so, my fellow Americans,
we talk news.
8:07 Nashville's Morning News on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. I want to go right to the Newsmaker hotline where Senator Marsha Blackburn joins us. And Senator, always great to have you on. I know that our time is very limited, but you have decided now to endorse Rick Scott for Senate Majority Leader. Previously, you had said that you wanted to wait to hear from everyone, including John Cornyn and John Thune, but it seems like last night you had a change of heart.
Well, Dan, what we did was have a forum that we've fought very hard to get. Conservatives have fought to get conference meetings that would allow us to hear and weigh in on different issues. Mike Lee is who really led the charge on this. He leads our steering committee, which is the conservatives in the Senate. And we were able to secure that forum last night. We were very grateful for that. We wanted to be certain that everyone showed up. We had great attendance at it. People stayed. People asked questions. I was the first in the queue to ask questions, and it was really a welcome and wonderful experience because we wanted to hear from the three men, they're all good men, that were running for leader and make certain that they were going to be there to support President Trump's agenda. And we wanted those comments made to the conference as a whole. And following that, Mike Lee and I each announced our support for Tim Scott. So this is what you call going through orderly process, getting all the facts and all the information. And I'm really grateful that last night, I think, was a big win for the conservatives in the Senate because this is something repeatedly we asked for and could not get from McConnell because he would make the decision and then inform people. And we felt like conservatives didn't have a voice at the table. And you and I've talked about that, the frustration of not having the opportunity to have that voice and not being able to direct more of what was happening legislatively. So this was a good start for us last night. We were very pleased with it.
Absolutely. I'm a big Rick Scott fan, and I think that he has been given not such a fair shake in the past by the Democrats and, of course, the media as well. But you and I will save that for another day.
Well, media doesn't give any of us conservatives a fair shake. They never do.
Yeah.
So we live knowing that.
Yes, trust me. I'm right there with you.
This country is worth the fight.
I know we've only got 2 minutes left. Let me ask you, one bone of contention that a lot of conservatives have is that this is an anonymous vote. You've come out and you have said that you're going to support Rick Scott. Love that. What would you think about a roll call vote to get everyone on the record?
And the process of the Senate has been that this was a private or a secret ballot. You know, if people wanted to do a roll call, that is fine. And under a different leadership in the Senate, you might see that. But I will say this. I think that having people step forward last night, ask their questions, and having these that are running for leadership posts answer those questions in front of the full conference was a major change of how the U.S. Senate has worked.
All right, Senator Marsha Blackburn, always great to have you on. I know you've got another hit, so I will thank you for coming on in short notice and wish you the best of luck. All right, Senator Marsha Blackburn there on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Well, Dan.
All right, so it wasn't just me. No, it wasn't just me.
Wait, I think I didn't give it enough emphasis.
Dan.
Well, Dan. I think that was better.
Is she mad at me because she thinks that I was the one that was telling people to call her office? Is Chris Hand once again?
I think she felt like you were being confrontational in the beginning there.
Was I?
I don't think so.
Do you guys think I was being
not at all.
confrontational?
You were all up in her grill.
Not at all.
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
I think
No,
You asked her why her change of heart. You asked her.
Yeah, she wasn't sure. Rick Scott, John Cornyn, John Thune, you weren't sure what changed. And she said they had the thing last night. So
right.
I totally picked up on that.
Yeah.
Well, Dan.
You weren't alone.
No, listen, I'm not bagging on Senator Marsha Blackburn. She's great. I mean, whatever. But I just thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
That was funny.
A lot of people on the super text line caught it too.
We know what we need to do, Johnny. Of course, we need to get that isolated.
Okay, we'll try to.
Yes, you do. Yes.
We need to get that isolated and listen. We're not bagging on Senator Blackburn, whatever, but she did the right thing.
Right.
She did the right thing, in my opinion, is that she said she'd be fine with a roll call to get everyone on the record. She said with new leadership, they may do that, and she is endorsing Rick Scott.
She also expressed quite a bit of frustration there with McConnell. Did she not?
Oh, she always has.
Yeah.
Yeah, McConnell is a parrot.
We all know, but you hear these complaints all the time. I really didn't realize that he led with an iron fist. He's got that demeanor that there's no expression whatsoever.
Yep.
It's shocking, kind of, that he seems like a turtle, and instead he's like really a
looks like one
Leviathan. Sorry.
Oh, a Leviathan?
Yeah.
What did I miss? Johnny? What's
like
a Leviathan?
Sea monster.
Johnny, do you know what a Leviathan is?
I do not. But
Now
she just
we
said
know,
it's a sea monster. It's a sea monster.
I bet our super texters know what a Leviathan is.
Yeah.
I don't know if a lot of people know. Well, of course, now they'll say, oh, yeah, man, it's a Leviathan. You know what a Leviathan is, don't you? No.
It's a biblical sea monster.
You mean like, I don't know, the whale that ate Jonah?
No, no.
It's a whale, not a Leviathan.
No, it's
More
the one
like
in Ireland. They're
like a Loch Ness monster.
Loch Ness monster. Yeah.
Why'd you say the Loch Ness Monster?
She wanted to sound.
She wanted to sound hoity-toity.
She did. And she succeeded.
I'm going to be like Joan, and I'm going to drink with my pinky out.
You do that, Dan.
Well,
you know what? I would, but
Dan.
With your tighty whities on and your little old man jeans hiked up to your chest. We know.
More slippery elm, Dan.
Yep.
I say it with affection. You know that.
Yeah, we do.
So apparently, she heard from the candidate. So I think what happened is that she heard from the candidates last night. I think what happened is she felt like my question was aggressive, maybe because.
Well, probably maybe you changed your mind. Maybe she thought I didn't have my mind made up.
Well,
I think Johnny's got it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all I wanted to know was, okay, so, what made you make up your mind?
Hey, listen, if she's thin-skinned, she doesn't belong in the Senate. So that's okay that you asked a question like that.
Yeah, don't get into politics
No.
if you have a thin
I'm not
skin.
getting, don't get into talk show hosting either if you have a thin skin.
That's true because, boy, all you got to do is go to the super text line and, whoo.
Oh, why, are they yelling at me?
I don't know.
Holy mackerel. Good. I just popped over to the super text line.
Yeah, they all know what Leviathan is. Books of Job.
You know what, Joan? Sometimes you make me wheeze like a smoker. I can't believe
You should see a doctor about that.
Oh, my goodness. I'm not old and I don't smoke. Although I did have a slippery elm moment earlier today.
You did?
I sure did. About 20 seconds. You know what people talk, because when my voice just
I heard that.
Goes out. Just
yeah,
very
I
quickly.
heard that.
And so people on the super text line are always, get the slippery elm, get the slippery elm. And it's like, okay, well, it's kind of hard to when I'm in the middle of trying to speak. But I love that people, what they do in those moments is they keep listening to see if I can actually make it through, to see if I can power through.
It's like driving by an accident.
That's exactly what it is. That's like this entire damn show.
Johnny had the chest pedals ready for you.
Very, very good.
We got to keep those chest paddles handy around here.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
All right, very good. Well, Johnny and Joan.
Dan.